Hey everybody, Bill Owen at Mnpctech. How you doing? So this is the final assembly of the custom PC that we've created for our friends at servers.com. This is completely CNC milled in our workshop. Here's the side panel. This started as a 4-inch thick block of solid aluminum and took us nearly a week to mill. That's a long time for one part, but the ending result is really a unique look for a small form factor gaming PC. The next stage of assembly is the illuminated logo side panels that represent servers.com. They asked us to create this PC inspired by their 2D logo design. The logo panels were created with a combination of milled, clear, and transparent red acrylic ranging from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. These pieces were channeled for these zigzag LED strips, and these strips are really awesome because they allow you to twist the LEDs in 90-degree angles, which is great for installing them in really tight or small spaces, or if you want to do a custom design. I'll post a link in the video description if you want to check them out. Now, all of the LED strips plug into a central hub for power since they're 12 volt, so I used a PC fan controller hub from Mnpctech. All of the milled acrylic pieces that make up the logo need to be bonded together. So I use tape to temporarily join them together before I apply side grip weld-on number 4. This is a solvent cement that's a lot like water, so I need to use a needle tip bottle to apply it, but it's very strong when it cures. It only takes about 10 seconds to cure. And here you can see the final result of the logo side panel, all illuminated with the LEDs installed. I'll be utilizing Silverstone's new PF120 cooler to cool the Core i9-9900 CPU, and I've added a second static pressure fan as the intake in the floor with a PVC dust filter. Our OS and data will be stored on Gigabyte's 1TB M.2 drive in their Aorus Wi-Fi Pro Z390 ITX motherboard, and I've also got 32 gigabytes of G.Skill's Trident Z DDR4 memory. Here's the reason why the side panel was milled the way it was with all those vents. Right behind it is this NVIDIA RTX 2080Ti Founders Edition card, so we can get nice cool air. Let's move on to installing the touchscreen into our PC. The settings are controlled by the machine pins that I've made that insert into the corner of the case. The touchscreen is a 5-inch LCD that I've used in many past PC mods. In fact, I've made a DIY guide if you're interested in watching it. I'll post a link in the upper right-hand corner of this video. The LCD screen is mounted with screws and rubber grommets to prevent the glass from cracking. Here you can see the pins working, and the PCB is covered with this plate that we've made with more grommets so the PCB board doesn't short out. The HDMI and USB power cable are tidied up with these nice cable clamps from Mnpctech. This is actually the second system I've built for servers.com, and this one is going to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco this summer. So if you're attending, please drop by the servers.com booth and say hi to the guys, check out the build, and they also love talking about gaming. Now on to the final detail in the build, the top cover, which is my favorite part of the design. I love how the heatsink style fins join together on the top, and I also like the overhead view into the system inside the PC. Somebody online remarked that the PC reminded them of an engine, and yeah, I could see that. This was the first time we had a client ask us to create a PC based upon their logo design, and I believe we did a good job. It was fun and challenging. We learned a lot from the first build that we revised in the second build. And it made me think about, like, what other types of brand logos could we do PC designs on? It would be interesting. I mean, what are your thoughts? What brand logos out there would make a great PC design? Let me know in the comments. And thanks again, everybody, for watching. I really love your support and appreciate you.